Okay, so currently we are here on our Excel environment. As you can see, we have here our FX symbol. So this stands for different functions. Let's start searching for VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP, here we are. Actually, according here, my friends, VLOOKUP is a function that looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. Now, by default, the table must be sorted in an ascending order. Okay, no? Take note always for that, my friends. For the syntax of using the VLOOKUP function, we have here VLOOKUP, then lookup value, of course, the table array, call index, number, and the range lookup. Now, what is the difference between these four? Actually, when we say lookup value, this is the value to be found in the first column of the table and can be a value, a reference, or a string. Now, I have here a pre-type data wherein I have the column of ID and product. Now, this will be for the columns E, F, and G. This will now be our table reference. For the lookup value, it is actually the column A, meaning this is the value that we will be looking for the corresponding product of this ID code. The values that will be here on the product column will be coming on this table. So meaning this will be the reference. Now, this table is what we call now the table array, or this is a table of text, numbers, or logical values in which data is retrieved. Table array can be a reference to a range or a range name. Okay, so this is our table array, meaning this is intact with itself, the data is correct, and this will be where our lookup value came from. Okay, so for the column index number, it is the column number in table array, which is this table, from which the matching value should be returned. The first column of the values in the table is column 1. For example, we are looking for the product corresponding the ID 104. Now, upon looking on our table array, ID 104 is actually printer. The product is printer. So, meaning, we are looking for the third column index number. So the value of our call index num here is actually 3. Why 3? Because this is our first column, second column, third column. Meaning for the for easier explanation, call index number is the column number of from our table array of our data that we will be looking up. Okay, I hope you get it. Now, for the range lookup, it is basically the logical value to find the closest match in the first column. So, sorted in ascending order by default. True or omitted, find an exact match equals false. Okay, so for your knowledge, let's try to have an example. Again, I have here my let's exit this first. I have here my data. So for the product, guys, again, just like any other function, just click first the equal sign, then 104 or A2. Okay. Then, I'm sorry, it's not the first one. The VLOOKUP. Then, before we should click the A2. Okay, A2. A2 is for lookup value. This is actually our reference. VLOOKUP, lookup. It's done now. Our next will be table array, call index number, and range lookup. So for the table array, just highlight this up to this, excluding their title, the column title, which are the ID, brand, and product, because it is actually not included in the values to be looked up for. Okay, I hope you get it. Now, since we will be dragging this formula up to this cell, which is cell B11 for the ID number 102, we must lock this E2 to G5. Now, how to lock? Just click Fn and F4. Okay, so meaning if we have here the dollar signs, that is actually now locked until we're what cell we will going to copy this whole formula. The A2 will be B2 will be C2, sorry, the A2 will be A3, will be A4, A5 up to A11. But the E2 G5 will be E2 G5 until the column or until the cell B11 if we drag this formula. I hope you get it, guys. Why? Because our reference table or our table array is intact. It is not moving. So meaning to say, if we will going to drag this without having the cell E2 to G5 locked, it will now actually move up to this part going down. Okay, I hope you get it. Now, the column index number, since we are looking for the corresponding product of these ID numbers, so we must put here number 3. Again, because the product is the third column. Okay, now, lastly, the range lookup. We can actually have here approximate match or exact match. But for this tutorial, let's use the false for the exact match since we are looking for the ID number, which is 101 going to 104, which is an exact match. Okay, and let's write now the 3 and false. Okay, upon entering, I hope you get it. Upon entering, let's see. Our answer is actually printer. 104 then printer. Let's see if it is correct. 104 then printer. So if we copy this on this cell B3, 103 ID number is actually corresponding to mouse. So the answer here must be mouse. Let's try to copy. Copy and paste. Okay, so it's mouse, meaning we are correct. Now let's copy this up to the end of our ID number, which is 102 keyboard. Let's check 102 and keyboard. That is the product. Okay, I hope you get it. Now guys, this is the reason why we lock it. Okay, I hope you get it. E2 going to G5 is actually locked for the cell to be not move, for it to be not moving. Okay, I hope you get it, guys. Okay, let's try another one. Last example, let's have brand. So we look up again. Okay, then lookup value. Again, lookup value is the value that we will going to look up, which is 104. The question now is, what are the brands? What are the brands corresponding to this ID number? Okay, meaning table array. Let's start this, and again lock the table since this is our reference point, the table array. So again, fn plus, click the F4. Okay, then comma, call index number. This time we will not be using 3. We will be using 2 since this is our first column and this is our second column, which is the brand. That is actually the data that we are looking for right now, the brand. Okay, so let's write here 2 and range lookup again. Okay, so upon entering, enter it again. Okay, I hope you get it. It is now HP. So 104, then brand is HP. 104 brand is HP. Okay, then copy and paste. Okay, now we have here 102, then Logitech. So meaning we are right because Logitech is the same for 102 and 103. Let's check 103, Logitech 2. Okay, so we are correct. If we were going to have here 101, 105, let's write 105, which is evidently not included in our table array. So 105, 107, 102. Okay, so as you see it, guys, let's try another 106, NA 107. Okay, NA and 101. No, now why we have 105? Sorry, why we have NA answer? So NA answer, as you can see, is actually this actually depends on your ID number. Since we don't have any ID number, which is 105, 107, and 106. That's why the result is NA. It is not actually a part of our table. So, alright, I hope you get it. That's basically how the VLOOKUP functions is doing, how it is used, and how we can use it on our Microsoft Excel environment data manipulation. So again, VLOOKUP stands for vertical lookup. We are looking up for specific data corresponding to our code or something like any other data. So vertically. So that's vertical lookup. I hope you get it, my friends. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you learned something from this video tutorial. And keep safe always. Thank you for watching. See you on our next upload. So goodbye.